Hi everybody, my name is Henley Center. I work for New England Healing Sports Association, or NEHSA for short. We are an adaptive sports organization out of Newberry, New Hampshire at beautiful Lake Sunapee and Mount Sunapee. We do adaptive kayaking and paddleboarding during the summer and adaptive skiing and snowboarding during the winter. And right now we're doing a whole bunch of free virtual programming, one of which I'm going to be giving you a brief version of today, which is our kayak conditioning program. We've been working on getting back in shape from the winter and while things are quiet, getting ready for kayaking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some of the workouts that we do in that conditioning class. It's typically Tuesdays at 11. We do it via Zoom. You're welcome to join. I'll give some information at the end how to get connected with us. So we're typically working on our abs, our arms, and that will allow us to have strong paddles when we get back out on the water. So what I'm going to do is typically we start out with a warm-up, getting our arms ready, whether it's some arm circles, make sure you go both ways. Obviously, I do about 30 to 45 seconds of each of these stretches, but I'm going to run through it quickly for you today. Get back, rolling my shoulders, and going each way, twisting my head gently, either side, waking up my neck, make sure I don't pull anything. Obviously with your neck, go very slowly and only as far as is comfortable. All right, we're gonna hop right into our abs. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna have a chair that is stable, and mine rolls around and it turns, but if you have one that's stable, that is most important. I have 2 water bottles that are of equal weight, as well as what I'm calling my kayak paddle, which is just a broomstick. You can use anything. So let's start with abs. What I'm going to start with is some ab twists. And typically for each of these exercises, I would do about 20 reps, but I'm just going to show you a couple of seconds of each of them. So what I'm doing, my legs are firmly planted on the ground, my arms are at the chest, and I'm twisting by engaging my abs. And what I'm doing is I'm sucking my belly button towards the back of my spine. That way, I'm engaging my abs. I'm not doing it from my lower body. Lower body's firmly planted, and I'm twisting to each side. And each side is 1, so that'd be 1, 2, 3, and you want to do about 20 of those. All right, next I have side oblique crutches. So I'm going to take my water bottles, I'm having my arms straight down to my side, and I'm crunching down to either side. I'm not just dropping my arm, I'm having that come from my side obliques as a crunch. I'm not going way out to the side, I'm just straight down to either side. So about 20 of those. All right, next exercise. Seated crunches. So I'm at 90 degrees. My arms are up at my head, and I'm bending forward to do a crunch. Only go as far as is comfortable for you and you feel stable. Don't want anybody tumbling out of their chairs. So you can still get a pretty decent workout, even if it's only a couple inches. You don't have to go the whole way forward. Only go as far as is comfortable for you. All right, last one for abs. This one's a little more intense. Got our arms up at our heads, lifting and bringing opposite knee towards opposite elbow. This is diagonally crunching across our core and getting all those little ab muscles. If you can't bring your knee up, and obviously I can't touch, so don't feel like you need to touch them. If you can't bring your knee up, what you can do, twist and bend forward. Twist and do a little dip forward. And that'll still get you the same core workout. All right, next we have arms. So I've got my 2 weights. What I'm starting with is a bicep curl. My palm is facing towards the ceiling. My arm's at 90 degrees. My elbow is locked at my side. I'm not bringing my elbow up. This is all coming from the use of my bicep. I'm going equally in speed up as I'm coming down. That way I get a good workout with both directions. You can alternate, you can do them together, whatever works best for you. We're gonna do about 20 of those. All right, next we have a hammer curl. My arms are straight down at my sides, like when I was doing those oblique crunches, and I'm bringing the water bottle up to my shoulder, almost like if I was going to take a drink or hammer a hammer. Again, you can alternate, only go as fast up as you are going down. You can do them together. The slower you go, the more you're going to feel it, which is good. But again, only go as fast or as slow as is comfortable. All right, next we have an overhead press. My arms are at my shoulders. My feet are firmly planted. I'm pressing together up overhead. I'm going to back up so you can see that. Together, up overhead. And I'm going slow as I come back down. I am seated very straight. Don't want to arch my back or pull anything that you don't want to pull. All right, 20 of those. Last one for arms. I have a water bottle I can get a really good grip on because I'm going to have this back behind my head. And I'm extending my arms straight over my head. And this is going to get your triceps. Your little muscles on the backs of your arms on the other side of your biceps. So tricep extensions. Do 20 of these. And this is the last one I do, and I typically feel it at this point. So 20 of those. And then safely, carefully bring it around forward and finish up with that. All right. Last, what we do is we typically do a guided paddle. I'll usually do some kind of like guided imagery as we go, because nobody just wants to paddle in their picture in their living room. We want to think that we're out on the water. So I'll say that we're chasing some beavers or some loons. We'll have a race at the end, something like that. So I'll go through a couple different paddles, strokes today. And if you ever join us for our kayak conditioning, you can come in and race us. So, all right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by finding the correct grip on my paddle. That's by having a 90-degree angle in my arms if I hold my paddle up over my head. Then I create a box. You see there's a rectangle across my shoulders and my arms, and that is my kayak power box. And I keep that box as I rotate through. That's why I engage my abs, and that's why I work out my abs, so I can keep that box. If you think about a box, if one side's dented, it's not going to be very powerful. So this allows you to have a good, powerful stroke without overworking your arms. So just do a regular stroke. We're in at our toes, out at our hips. In at our toes, out at our hips. So I do a little bit of this. And we'd speed up, slow down, do a whole bunch of different stuff in our session. All right, next what I'm going to do a backward stroke. I'm coming in at my hips, pushing the water away from me, and pulling up out at my toes. All right, good job. Next what I'm going to do is these are two more advanced kind of stroke patterns. What I'm going to do is called a sweep, and this would be how I would turn the front of my boat to the left or right. Excuse me. So what I'm going to do is to turn my boat to the left, I'm going to take my paddle in the water, and it's not going very deep. It's out here and sweeping across. So I'm reaching out at my at the tip of my toes at my boat, and then sweeping wide across. Think about making a big semicircle with your paddle. So I dip in and sweep across, and that's going to turn the tip of my boat off to the left. To go to the right, same thing. Just do it on the left side, and it'll turn the other way. All right, next would be to get my boat to just move to the side. It's called a draw. So imagine my paddle is flat here. I'm sticking it in the water and pulling the water towards me. So by doing that, it would scooch my boat sideways. Same thing on the other side. Picture a flat paddle here, into the water, pull it towards me a little bit deeper than you normally would. All right, last what we would do a cool down, get our stretches in again. Usually check in with folks, see what they're doing for the week. Do a couple stretches, get our arms, make sure we're stretched out and cooling down. A couple rotations in my shoulders, going both ways. Get open my chest, stretch across, open it up again, stretch the other way. And that would typically be it. Usually our sessions are about 30 minutes long. We do all of the reps together and however folks need to. Again, my name is Henley. I'm with New England Healing Sports Association. If you ever want to check us out, our website is www.nehsa.org. And if you have any questions or ever want to get involved with us or sign up for any of our virtual programming, completely free right now. Our email is info@nehsa.org, and we would love to have you and get you involved. So thank you so much for joining us, and good luck.